Hi everybody, I'm Bill Sanders and this is Watch Art Sci, the art and science of watch collection. What I want to do today is sort of start a series I've been thinking about, and that is sort of moving from a decent collection, one that you enjoy, into high horology. Now, high horology probably has changed in terms of the reality of it, but these are watches that have certain characteristics that are considered to be of a better quality. Now, I'm going to leave out some of the criteria. Some of the criteria include they've got to be out of gold or platinum or some other precious metal. And the reason for that is that at the time that they came up with the concept of high horology, the gold prices and platinum prices were way lower than they are today. For example, I think in early 2000s, the price of gold was somewhere around $200, and now it's over $2,000 an ounce. So we're going to include some that don't quite have the at least the metal. Now, here's an example of a high horology, but it's a different one. It's white gold. It's by Chanel. Now you might say, well, Chanel is they make perfume things like that. That's true, but they got into high horology. They bought part of F.P. Journe. They bought part of Romain Gauthier. So there's some other places we might look. However, today I want to start with one of what was part of the original Holy Trinity, Audemars Piguet, Vacheron Constantin, and Patek Philippe. Today we're going to take a look at some sort of what I'll call starter watches for getting into Audemars Piguet. They make, by the way, too, they make fantastic watches. Now the first one is the Millenary. Now Millenary was one of those models that wasn't terribly popular. It had an oval that was sort of a little oblong, but I always liked them. This particular one here is its caliber AP2225. By the way, too, all of the ones we're going to be looking at are in-house movements. This one has 4 hertz, 28,800 semi-oscillations per hour, 4 hertz. 40-hour reserve, then it's got a date window, hours, minutes, and seconds. Now, I found this one for 5,222 on eBay. So if you're interested, this is the first one that you might want to consider. I mean, in terms of affordability, this was the most affordable one. Now, the second one is another one from Audemars Piguet, Jules Audemars. And this one is smaller, 36 millimeter white gold. Okay, now we're sort of getting into your what we might call true traditional high horology. It's a beautiful watch, 36 millimeter, maybe a little small for some, but it's a great size for a dress watch, and especially in white gold. Not a lot in terms of information, but that's one of the points. It keeps time. Even the second hand is sort of an added to it. Beautiful watch, hand wound. This is another thing. The best ones are all hand wound. This one's hand wound. That's another story though. Caliber AP 3090 hand wound, 21,600 semi oscillations per hour or 3 hertz. One of the things I find at the very best, the ones at the top, they're either in 3 hertz or 2.5 hertz. They're lower frequency rates. This one has, again, hours, minutes, and small seconds. 73.50, or make an offer. Make an offer if you're interested in this one and everything is right for you and your budget. Make an offer. There's no rule that says you got to pay that much, especially when they have a little thing that says make an offer. Now the final one is another Jules Audemars called the Jules Audemars Extra Thin. It's 38 millimeters, which is nice, in rose gold. And this one I would compare with the Patek Philippe Calatrava. Vacheron Constantin Patrimony as the sort of the epitome of what a dress watch should be. A dress watch should be, it's the message is pretty much, okay, I got the time, that's all I need. I'm here at a formal thing, or I'll let somebody else worry about calendars or chronographs or something else. This is sort of I think almost a prototype of what a dress watch should be. Caliber AP 2049, hand wound again, 3 hertz, 21,600 semi-oscillations per hour, 34-hour reserve. That doesn't have a big reserve because it sort of wasn't built as like, well, you get up every day and you put it on and you wear it all week. This one is you go to a formal affair or just a regular affair, 34 hours, you got to wind it up again. Beautiful movement, the AP 94. Anyway, let me know what you think, and if you're interested in getting into high horology using the Audemars Piguet door, I'd like to hear it, and I would like to hear any stories that you have about any ownership of any of these watches. Let me know. It's an opportunity to subscribe if you like. In the meantime, take care until next time.